Hey Sagittarius, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Capricorn, right? So, what I was getting for you before I started your reading, I feel like at this time, I feel like you're feeling really lucky. I feel like things are really working out for you, right? I feel like stuff's really being taken care of for you without you having to like do too much effort, right? Like I feel like at this time, yeah, I feel like you have Lady Luck on your side. Everything's going crystal clear. Everything's like really coming together for you at this time, right? First out, we have Eight of Cups. Yes, at this time, Sagittarius, I feel like you're walking away from something. What are you walking away from, Sagittarius? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like everything is working out for you, right? Everything's working out for you. But I feel like that's also causing you to walk away from some things that were not, right? Like there could have been some friendships here. There could have been co-workers, family members, anything like that. And then we have strength. You could be walking away from a Leo at this time, right? Yeah. I feel like you're honestly, I feel like you're needing strength at this time in order to really walk away from something that you're needing to, right? Right. I feel like you're almost like walking away to like protect your heart, to protect your energy here, right? I feel like there's an instance here that as you're moving through it, it's almost like a situation that like really riles you up here, right? Like I feel like there's something here that's just been testing your patience, right? And I feel like you're needing strength in order to like walk away from a fight, right? In order to keep your calm, in order to keep the peace here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like you're really controlling the beast at this time, right? I feel like you're not allowing like your anger, your frustration to get the best of you, right? I feel like there could be several things around you at this time that's like once like it's an irritation, it's a frustration, it's a tension here, and I feel like you're just keeping yourself from getting riled up. I feel like you're trying to keep your head down, focus on your own paper, right? Try not to get in other people's business too much either, right? Cool. And we have the moon. Yeah. And once again, I feel like you're hiding any like anger that's like boiling inside of you here, any frustration here, right? I feel like you're keeping almost like your true intention, like things that are really bothering you, like really upsetting you out here. I feel like you're keeping it very much to yourself. I feel like you're definitely trusting in your intuition as well. I feel like you're knowing like, hey, I can't move in this direction. I can't go this way. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you're keeping yeah, I feel like you're keeping your anger and your frustration very much under the surface. And then we have the sun. And then we have we have the moon and the sun sitting next to each other here, right? Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a point here where anything that you have been keeping hidden, whether it be your intentions, your frustrations, your anger here, right? I feel like it's almost going to explode. And maybe not explode in a bad way here. I feel like you're just a lot more open and like free with how you're like I feel like you're just not afraid to like share with other people what it is that's like really getting under your skin at this time, right? That's what you could be walking away from. That's what you could be walking away from. I feel like you're walking away from anything that you've really just been keeping hidden. Like if you have to hide your true intentions, if you have to hide how you really feel about people, you're honestly like not really even into like entertaining it at this time, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like at this time you're wanting to be a lot more open, a lot more like I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people say. I feel like you're still gonna speak your truth about it, right? Even if it hurts other people's feelings here, right? But I feel like you're doing it in a way that yeah, I feel like you're tired of just keeping the peace. I feel like you're tired of just keeping the peace. That's what it is. Yeah, Sagittarius. Yeah, there's a lot of truth that you want to speak. There's a lot of things that you want to speak on, a lot of things that you'd like to share with other people. And I feel like you've been keeping that very much under wraps. And we have Nine of Wands. Yeah. As you are going out in the world and like speaking your truth, sharing it with others here as well, I feel like you're also being very protective of yourself, very protective of your energy. I feel like that's almost why I just saw the King of Wands. I feel like that's almost why you are, and that is your energy here. I feel like that's almost why you've I feel like that's why you decided to start sharing your truth here, right? I feel like it's almost like you're trying to like push people away, that you're not really like wanting to be around any longer here, right? Yeah, I feel like you're wanting to be a lot more like on your own, by yourself, more in your own true emotions without having to like put on a face, put on a front here, right? I feel like you're really blocking people out that are not supposed to be around you at this time, right? If they're irritating you, if they're frustrating you, if they're getting on your nerves, you have no problem building fences, building walls here. Like you don't get to come along any longer. Yeah, I feel like you're almost like being nasty just to like get people away from you. Like, no, I don't want to, you know? Yeah. That one just popped right out. And then we have Queen of Wands. Yes. At this time, you know that you're having to protect yourself. You know you're having to protect your energy here, right? You have a lot of really beautiful things coming in, and it's not going to be for everybody. It's not for everybody to experience. It's not for everybody to see here either, right? You're protecting yourself so that you can really focus in and hone in on what you're doing, your gifts here, without having to like compromise with other people as well, right? Yeah. That was loud. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I feel like you've just gotten really tired of compromising with other people, with other situations that you don't necessarily even want to continue in any longer. Right? It's time for you to focus in on yourself, your beauty, your wonder, your power here as well, especially with this Queen of Wands. Right? You're really protecting yourself. I feel like if like people are not like of a benefit in your life, if people are not like adding to you, adding value here as well, you're letting them go, right? Like if people are more of a headache than a pleasure, it's time to let it go, right? I feel like you've seen and understand that, right? That's why I feel like you're not really holding back your words any longer here as well, right? What is this Eight of Cups? We have Nine of Swords. Yeah, that's, yep, you're walking away from anything that's been frustrating, anything that's been irritating here, right? I feel like there's been situations that have been like pulling on like fear spaces, fear places for you. A lot of darkness here, like a lot of frustration, a lot of, it's almost like a heartbreaking energy, right? I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're leaving behind anything that's like really broken your heart here, anything that's like really made you sad as well. And then we have Queen of Swords. Yeah, you've gotten very serious. You've gotten so serious about the negativity that's been surrounding you at this time. Yeah, you're cutting heads off snakes. You don't get to come any longer. I feel like there was a space here where you were like very emotional, right? No, not at this time. You're very matter of fact. You're very matter of fact about these things. The space where you used to be like emotional about these things, no, you're letting that go as well, right? You're very logical at this time. You're very straightforward. You're not allowing things to overtake your emotions any longer, right? And if it is like if there's and I feel like it's more like thoughts, emotions, like things that are going on within yourself here as well, you're not allowing it. Like I feel like you're replacing any worries and fears with like the facts of like what's really going on out here in the world for yourself, right? Like you could be going through like some sad hard times here, but like you're not getting in that focus. You're not allowing yourself either. You're not allowing other people to come in with their worries or their fears, with their frustrations either. Like no, like if you're not coming in with like positivity, things that are uplifting here, you don't get to come in at all, right? You've gotten very serious about what you will allow and what you will not in your life. And we have Five of Wands. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's been a lot of chaos, a lot of frustration here, right? You are not allowing it to come in any further, right? If anybody is coming in with a fight, with an altercation, with a frustration here, you're walking away as quickly as they came in, right? Yeah. It's almost like you're just like watching these people like make fools of themselves, like cause chaos and frustration in their own life here, right? And it's not something you're even wanting to participate in, right? I feel like these other people that you could be dealing around, like they aren't even sure as to like what they're doing, why they're going these way here, right? And it's almost like they've been like their own chaos energy has been like impeding on what you have going on in your life, right? Like frustrating you, irritating you here, right? And I feel like you're becoming like more cold, like no, like I don't have to deal with you, you know? Like I feel like you're just being very straightforward and upfront as to what you will accept and what you will not. And I feel like that's why the Strength card came in. I feel like that's why the Strength card came in. Yeah, I feel like you've been, yeah, Sagittarius, I feel like you've definitely been strengthened as to standing up for yourself, speaking your own truth, being able to like say how you really feel and why you think this way without fear of like what other people think, right? Like I feel like you've gotten a lot more straightforward. I feel like you're using the word no a lot more. Like, no, I'm busy. I'm even if you're not busy, like these aren't really energies of people that you're really necessarily wanting to be around anyway, right? So it's like, no, like I'm doing my own thing. I'm on my own here. Like, you know, and the more you're doing that, the more you're going to find more balance within yourself here, right? The more you're like almost like saying no, it's like not allowing like the anger or like the tension or the frustration that these people are trying to like bring in and cause for you. It's not allowing that in here, right? You're keeping yourself very much balanced, right? Like you have no problem being a beast when you need to and being a sweet little angel when, you know, you should be, right? Yeah. The more you're surrounding yourself with these people, you're going to be out of balance. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be irritated here as well, right? Keep your distance. Say what you need to say. Be matter of fact. Be as sharp-tongued as you need to, right? But I don't feel like you're doing it with anger. I don't feel like you're doing it with resentment. I don't feel like you're, you know, trying to hurt people's feelings out here, right? And we have 10 of Wands. Yeah. I feel like at this time you're really pulling together almost like the bravery to move on to a situation that really is for you here, right? Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of baggage, a lot of burden, a lot of frustration here, right? I feel like these different energies that you've been working in have just like really weighed you down, right? And you know that like this is not like the end all be all. You have another place that you want to pack up and move on to, right? And it's just about getting the courage, the bravery to put one foot in front of the other here, right? To really pack up these bags, right? I feel like the situation that you've been dealing in has been very, like, I feel like you almost feel like it's been like immovable, right? Like you need like all the strength in the world just to like get up and down these mountains here, right? To like even just put your bags on this bull here, right? Yeah. I feel like it's been like very burdensome in your heart, right? Like I feel like this situation could have been very heavy hearted for you, right? Like putting a lot of pressure on the space that's supposed to be so light and free, right? Yeah, I feel like you've had a lot of people like just coming in and like causing you heartbreak, things that you didn't want to deal with here, right? Like, yeah, it's not for you. It's not for you. And you knew that. I feel like you were just trying to keep it, you know, from like everything falling down here, right? No, it's going to take bravery. It's going to take courage, right? It's going to take courage and once again, I feel like once you move through this, it's a final ending. It's like, no, like you cannot, no. Yeah. And then we have King of Cups. Yes. You could be moving away from a King of Cups here, right? That could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces as well, right? Yeah, once again, I feel like you could be moving on from a King of Cups. And I feel like it's really, once again, taking you the courage to get up, get moving, get yourself packed. Where is it, like figuring out where it is you're even wanting to go here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like you're trying to keep the peace. I feel like you're, you know, trying to stay balanced here, right? And I feel like that's very hard to do when you have a lot of weight and a lot of frustration, like working in on your like heart chakra area, right? Yeah, this could be a masculine energy who's very manipulative, right? It could be a lover here as well. They could have heavy Gemini placements, heavy water placements here as well. I feel like this is really just a lover here, right? I feel like the reason why, they work so hard on your like heart chakra here. I feel like they're very good at like manipulating. Like I feel like they're very good with like working through your emotions, knowing how you feel, knowing like almost like foreseeing like which way you're gonna go. Like if I poke you here, are you gonna move here? If I, you know, press this button, you know, and I feel like they're almost like foreseeing which move you're gonna make, right? And so I feel like they're almost like manipulating you with that, right? Right. What is this moon? Yeah, so I feel like you start hiding. I feel like you just start hiding yourself, hiding your true intentions, hiding where it is you're moving to, where it is you're going here, what it is you're feeling as well, right? Yeah, I feel like you're having to become very sneaky in order to release yourself from the situation. Right? Scratch my nose. We have 4 of Swords. Yes. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you start hiding your ideas. I feel like you're going to the drawing board and you're like thinking up ways as to how to escape like this like entanglement that you've been in. Once again, I feel like this is an energy that's really kept you in it due to like I feel like they're almost like foreseeing how you're moving here, right? Like I feel like this is a person that's really studied you, that's really good with emotions here, like really good with manipulation as well, right? Yeah, so I feel like that's why you're coming up with a game plan, and I feel like you're keeping it very much to yourself, very much hidden, right? Like I don't feel like you're as open as you had been in the past, right? Scratch my nose there. I don't feel like you're nearly as open as you had been in the past. We have 2 of Pentacles. Yes. Because yeah, you're keeping all your ideas as to where you're going next very much to yourself, right? The more you're sharing, like, oh, I feel like you've been oversharing, right? And I feel like that's almost like plucking off your little butterfly wings here. Like you can't move, if somebody's like foreseeing like which direction you're going to next, right? Yeah. So it's about keeping yourself balanced. Don't overshare. Especially when it comes to the direction you're wanting to go to, especially when it comes to the things that you're intuiting here, right? Keep what you're really thinking and feeling very much to yourself. And then we have Six of Swords. If you do that, the next step of your journey is going to be guided. You're going to get to the next side safely, protectedly is here as well, right? Don't share your direction as to where you're moving, right? I do feel like you're going to be moving somewhere, but I feel like the reason why you hadn't been is because it's been somebody almost like feeling you out, knowing like what it is you're doing next. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. It's not for anybody else to know, right? The more you do that, the more you're going to be protected. The more you do that, the more you're going to get there safely and successfully here as well, right? What is the Sun? Yeah, I feel like when you make it to the other side, I feel like you're going to feel so much more free, so much more free. I feel like you're going to start pulling in your manifestations as well. I feel like you're going to have a lot more realization as to what your goals actually are, what it is you want to accomplish here as well, right? It's time for you to start manifesting. It's time for you to start manifesting. And then we have Page of Pentacles. The second you sit down and really start thinking as to what it is you're actually wanting, what it is you're trying to pull in here, right? Because you now have the freedom to do that. Once you get away from this, get through this here, right? The sun's going to be coming out for you. You're going to have a lot more freedom. Things are going to start making a lot more sense for you as well, right? And it's time for you to start manifesting. The second you sit down to figure out what it is you're actually wanting to do, that opportunity is going to come in for you. Anything that you're putting your wish fulfillments in here, right? It's coming in for you. It might not be as big as you had originally planned for yourself here, but it is coming in. It is coming in, right? Figure out what it is you're wanting to do. Yeah, I feel like whatever this opportunity that you're starting in, I feel like you're not going to make a whole lot of money in it at the beginning, right? But I feel like it's going to be enough to make you want to continue to go in this direction as well, right? Like it's a new beginning, it's a new start. So I don't think the first time you go in, you're going to be like scratching my nose there. I don't feel like the first time you go in, you're going to be like a bazillionaire. No, I feel like it's like working your way up to that. But I feel like it's enough of an opportunity to really get you focused in on it, right? And then we have Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. You know that this one little opportunity, you have like one little piece of gold that's going to be falling in for you here, right? But as you continue in it, you will become a billionaire. You will have all this money like falling in for you here, right? Stay with it. As you go toward this new opportunity for yourself, I feel like you're keeping your energy, your money, your time, your path here very much protected, very much to yourself here, right? I don't feel like you're sharing too much of anything at this time, right? It's very much for yourself. You don't have to share with other people either, right? Like you don't have to tell people what it is you're doing, why it is you're doing it. No. These opportunities are just for you, right? The people that you do decide to share with, the people that you do decide to include, right? That you will allow into this fence here, right? That's people that you chose, people that you actually want to, right? People that are almost like encouraging and inspirational here for you as well, right? You're choosing who you allow into the gate, right? And that's the beautiful thing about being you at this time, right? You don't have to do anything, right? You don't have to do anything. But I feel like at this time you're being very protective over yourself, your opportunities here, and your money. We have 8 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like after you walk away from this situation that you walked away from in the past, right? I feel like you're really protecting yourself from anything that could be coming up against you from it, right? Yeah. I feel like they could have gotten like their feelings hurt. I feel like there could have been like a lot of emotions here that they were wrapped up in, right? I feel like they got hurt, right? And I feel like you're protecting yourself from their negativity, their pain, their like almost clap back here, right? I feel like they were trying to like cause harm and hurt to you, but I feel like you were so protected that it's almost like they're still trying to get back at you. So I feel like with that, like I feel like your protection's so strong at this time. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like once again, I feel like you were like their sunshine. I feel like without you, I don't feel like their money was accumulating quite the same, right? I feel like you were I feel like you were like I feel like you were like the sunlight. I feel like you were like the like I feel like they were thinking like, oh, you're the fertilizer. No. You were the sunlight. You were what was making their things like their project so fruitful here, right? Once you realize that, like you don't want to grow with them any longer. Like you're putting up boundaries. You're focusing your energy more onto yourself here as well, right? Yeah. You're walking away from supporting other people in their energy here. Yeah, you're walking away from supporting other people in their energy and their growth system, right? You're focusing in on your growth system, your roots, right? You're not allowing other people's negativity, other people's dark, painful journeys that they're going through to affect what it is you're trying to accumulate, what it is you're trying to grow here, right? Yeah, you don't mix bad energy in with something that's like really great and wonderful here, right? It'll start like decaying the fruit, right? You keep your crops protected, right, and away from any harsh conditions here, right? And this just looks like harsh conditions, right? You're protecting your crops from any harsh conditions, any harsh people, anything that's not really for you, right? And then we have the devil. And then we have the devil, right? I feel like there could have been, people really trying to, once again, like manipulate you, take over your projects here, take over what it was you were accumulating, right? No, you are walking away from anybody that was trying to keep you on a string, that was trying to manipulate you here, trying to put fear into you here, right, as well. I feel like they were very controlling over your money, right? Like I feel like they see how he has like his hand out. I feel like they could have felt like entitled to your money, entitled to your energy here, entitled to you as a person here as well. No, scratch my nose there. Oh no, no longer, no longer. I feel like you're seeing the red flags as to who's really who, right? Who's really there for you? Who's really good for you as well? And I feel like you're putting up that fence line, right? If you're not, yeah, I feel like you're seeing the devils for who they are. And I feel like, you know, that like these people were like almost like ruining your crops, right? Like not only were they, I feel like they were feeling like they were entitled to like your fruits here, your crops, right? Not only were they entitled to it, but I feel like they were also trying to ruin it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, you're protecting yourself from this energy. You're protecting yourself. Once you fully see who's who, what's going on, everything crystal clear, you're protecting yourself, your energy, your money, your pentacles, what it is you're trying to accumulate and trying to grow here as well, right? What is this Queen of Wands? What is this Queen of Wands? Yep. Once you start protecting yourself, that's giving you every opportunity to really manifest what it is you're wanting, to really bring in what it is you're trying to do here, right? Like you have the opportunity, you have the baton in your hand, right? Like you have all the candles lit around you here, right? You know that it could be your birthday, whatever it is. I feel like you are you're knowing and seeing that what you're pulling in is going to be something so greater than I think that these people were realizing here as well. And I feel like that's what made you get so protective over yourself here, right? And then we have the Ace of Wands. Yes. Yes. I feel like you have a lot. I feel like there's new insight as to what gifts, what powers that you're creating here, how much power you really have here as well, right? I feel like you have a new opportunity to shine here as well. And then we have Seven of Swords. And then we have Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you have a new opportunity. I feel like you are almost like seeing your way out of situations that you could have felt trapped in as well, right? I feel like you become a lot more like sneaky, a lot more like hidden, right? I feel like you're able to really hide yourself, hide your intentions, hide your gifts, hide your powers from people, right? Yeah, I feel like you're doing a lot of self-protection here, and I don't feel like you're having to do too much effort here to like keep things in the dark from others, right? I feel like you're really trusting in your intuition as to what it is you're supposed to be doing, where it is you're supposed to be going here, right? I feel like there's almost been insight as to how to move in a room full of vultures here as well, right? Yeah, you know it's time to get away and go towards what it is you're wanting to do, what is truly supposed to be for you as well, right? And I feel like you have a lot of help as to how to move through these negative energies that have been kind of surrounding you at this time, right? And then we have the Emperor. Yes, I feel there could be an Emperor here that you are getting away from. Yeah, I feel like they were almost cramping your style, telling you how it is you could use your gifts, your powers, your crafts here, right? Like they were not allowing you to like be yourself and shine how you were supposed to here, right? They were really cramping your style. They were really cramping your style. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do it this way. You got to do it this way. Like almost like taking over your projects here, right? They could have been playing like a little game with you here as well. Not any longer. I feel like you've almost like foreseen all their like sneaky actions, all their you've foreseen how they're moving. You've foreseen what they're trying to do here, right? And I feel like that's helping you escape from them, right? Like you're foreseeing what it is they're doing, so it's almost like giving you like the route as to like how to get out here, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like you're not allowing like masculine energy to really like come in and interfere with what it is you're trying to do, right? All right, Sagittarius, let's get one card out for how you can help feel this energy. Build strength. Build strength. That's what I'm saying. Build strength. Not only are you creating mental toughness for you as well, I feel like you're also building I feel like you're building a lot more like muscle tone, physical strength for yourself as well. But I feel like you're building, once again, it's that protection. It's that protection. The strength in the Knight of Wands. That's what I'm seeing right here. I feel like you're building like spiritual protection, mental protection for yourself. You're not allowing these things to come in and stop you. You're not allowing it's almost like you're putting like a filter over yourself to like protect what it is you're thinking, seeing, and feeling from these people, so they can't come in and like interrupt you, like come in and like kind of like take over what it like almost like click, like think of the things that you're thinking of here, right? You're building protection. You're keeping your sights hidden from others as well, right? All right, guys, I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.